So I just got a big Owl Crate box that I thought I would unbox with you guys. So I ordered some of their previous books. Maison de Fin. Ooh. So it looks like this is the June 2022 box. Okay, this is fun. It's of romance and rivalry. Got a little spoiler warning here. Now, I didn't think I got a bunch of full boxes, but I guess I did. More so than I was intending to. So we have The Stars Incline Us, They Do Not Bind Us. And it's this wooden comb situation. And then there's a magnet that says, The Bright Star Holds Even as the Darkness Rises, by C.S. Pacat, Dark Rise. Then there's this enamel pin. Pan's Pastries, Bon Voyage, Belle Terre, Literary Luggage Collection, inspired by Serpent and Dove. Oh, I didn't know it came with a second book. We've got this, Crescent City University. Then we got this fun edition of Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. It says, you must allow me to tell you how ardently I admire and love you. And surprisingly, I don't actually have Pride and Prejudice, so yay. And then there is this little wood type print, and it says, a good book was its own brand of magic. Stories made everything possible. Then we have the June 2022 Owl Crate little booklet, which I think talks about everything in here. And then this, a sneak peek for the next box for July. So that's cute. And then the actual book itself is this Owl Crate exclusive signed edition of Together We Burn by Isabel Ibanez. And it is wrapped, so that's interesting. And it's got a little letter from the author in the back. I'm always a fan of getting the letter from the authors. Since I do the Illumicrate book only boxes, like I do not get that. And I should mention, I paid for all of these. I just went and got some of the books that I was interested in. They don't seem to have like a book only option, so I haven't actually subscribed to them. Together We Burn. There isn't any sprayed edges or anything, but it does have this illustration on the inside of the dust jacket. And then this is what the actual hardback of the book looks like. And here are the end pages, which I don't know if that's different from the original. The cover is a redesign. You can see the original and the new version. I personally prefer this cover, so really excited to get this. And I'm just going to slip this on in here. Man, this unboxing is gonna take a while because I didn't realize how many like full-on boxes that I got. And then this one, it is obviously her most popular Pride and Prejudice historical romance, enemies to lovers sort of situation. Not gonna say much about this, but for Together We Burn, let's see what this is all about. An ancient city plagued by dragons, 18-year-old Zarella Zalvidar is a talented flamenco dancer and daughter of the most famous dragonador in Hispalia. People come for miles to see him fight in their arena, which will one day be hers. But disaster strikes during one celebratory show, and in the carnage, Zarella's life changes in an instant. A flamenco dancer who must become a dragon hunter to save her family legacy. With the Dragon Guild trying to wrest control of her inheritance from her, Zarella has no choice but to train to become a dragonator. But when the most talented dragon hunter left in the land, the infuriatingly handsome Arturo Diaz de Montserrat withholds his help. Zarella cannot take no for an answer. Without him, her world will burn. So yeah, this seems like it's a fun enemies to lovers dragon hunter fantasy with a little bit of a flamenco dancer element to it. We do have another POC author because I am trying to get as many books by POC authors as I can, since I am severely lacking compared to books by white authors, because you know, it be like that. So excited to add this to my collection. Next up, we have the May box. which again, I picked these for the books, not necessarily the boxes. So this one has this The Chosen One, cute illustration here. Looks like we've got some fun stuff in the box that I can kind of see off top. It's a collectible ceramic bowl and it looks like it's Lord of the Rings themed. Middle Earth to your table. Okay, this makes me so happy. The Shire. Oh, I love it. Not sure if I love the actual design here, but that's cute. Okay, then we have another literary luggage enamel pin. This one is inspired by Throne of Glass. And then we have another little box here. As Travers to Travel, transport yourself to Red London with this beautiful wooden wall banner inspired by a darker shade of magic. As Travers, which means to travel. This is a reason why I typically do not get book boxes, but in this case, it was, in most cases, more affordable to get the book box than to get the stuff by itself that I wanted. This is cute, whatever this is. Save His Life, Murder Squash Song. What is this? The head is too wise, the heart is all fire. Is this a mini like chess set? Oh my God, please say yes. I love this. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love this so much. This is so cool. Okay, this is cool. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. That's awesome. Then we got Greek myth pen set, a bookmark. You may not be able to change the past, but with each action, you can change the future. Romance and rivalry. Their June box spoiler has passed. The little book. It looks like the cover isn't all that different from the original in this case. I love that they include these little. And then here is the book and the author's note. So here is the print and the book. This part, the background here, it seems to be the only thing that has changed. There's like flowers in the original one, and then all of this art and stuff is the same. We've got this map here, which they included as the print for the author's note. We do have a reversible dust jacket. So this one isn't just an illustration, it is an actual cover. So that's awesome. Although I prefer the layout and the design to this one, I like the character designs on this one. So I probably won't flip it, even though I like everything else about this one. And then we have the cover here. I'm just going to read the English interpretation, but it says, listen to the world, to your own heart, your spirit, your song. Every song has its beating heart. And this is by Daniel Jose Older, another POC author, and it says here, almost 16 years ago, Matteo Matisse's island homeland disappeared into the sea. Wary and hopeless are survivors of San Madrigal escaped to New York, while the rest of his tight-knit Brooklyn diaspora community dreams of someday finding a way back home. Matteo, now a high school junior and piano prodigy living with his two aunts, one who's alive, the other not so much, is focused on one thing, getting the attention of locally grown music legend Gerval. Matteo finally gets his chance on the night of the Grand Fete, an annual party celebrating the blended culture of pirates, santeros, and Sephardim that created San Madril all those centuries ago. Why do we have to have such complicated names? I think in this case, they are some Hispanic inspired names, which I think is wonderful, but I feel like an ass that I'm butchering every single one of them. So my bad, my bad. But the evil that sank their island has finally caught up with them, and on the night of celebration, Matteo's life is forever changed when he witnesses a brutal murder committed by a person he thought he knew. Suddenly, Matteo is thrust into an ancient battle that spans years and seas. As deadly secrets unravel, Matteo awakens a power within himself, a power that not only links him to the killer, but could also hold the key to unlocking the dark mystery behind their lost homeland. Cute! All right, so let's open up some of these book-only situations. So for this one, we have Jade Fire Gold by June Seal Tan. Oh, this one has sprayed edges. I was just thinking that apparently Owl Crate doesn't do sprayed edges, and I'm wrong. Okay, and it says says, her destiny, his revenge. Love the like dark green sprayed edges. Here is the art on the inside. Very different from this very dark thing here. And then, ooh, I love the spine, but we have this gold embossed cover and then this gorgeous spine here. You like that? It does not have fancy end papers, and the other side of our author's note is just the cover of the book. It says, Anne is no one. Found as a child, she has no memory of her past, only a dark secret, magical powers that would mean her imprisonment if they were discovered. But when Anne's secret is accidentally exposed, she's sent to the Imperial Palace to await her fate. Alton's real name was once known throughout the Shi Empire. When his family was murdered and his birthright hijacked, he lost everything. Now with a new name and vengeance on his mind, he intends to gain it all back, even if it means entangling his very soul with dark and dangerous magic, from which he might never escape. When Alton encounters Anne and her mysterious abilities, he sees in her a path to reclaiming the throne. Their tenuous alliance is on the verge of becoming something more, when the depth of Anne's dark powers are awakened and the two realize restoring the Empire might come at a far deadlier price than they could have ever imagined. Next up, we have an Owl Crate exclusive edition, and it comes with a couple of prints, a bookmark that says, I can shape death, but you can give it life. And it is the Owl Crate exclusive version of Gallant by V.E. Schwab. I have read this already. I have 2 of these books so far, but when I saw the Owl Crate edition, I knew I had to have it, and it was pretty affordable. So I ended up jumping on, and I am so excited. So we have fancy end paper. There isn't another side for the dust jacket, but we do have this cover and the sprayed edges. So very, very pretty. And it looks like it comes with a signed book plate. All right, and the last box is from December 2021. Stuffed. All right, so this is what it looks like when you open it up. The Beneath the Waves. Here is the monthly pin. Okay, so we have this reusable bag here. Owl Crate exclusive, created by Juniper and Ivy Designs. Not sure what this is. Oh yes! It's a wood ornament, and it says, there's freedom in stories, we read them and we become something else. Gorgeous. I actually like that a lot. We have something that says, I'd rather die on an adventure than live standing still. As Travars. So I'm assuming then this is inspired by a darker shade of magic. Glass cleaner cloth. And it says, we were salt and sand and sea and storm. Then we have this, whatever this is. Looks like it's a mat of some sort. There's this very thick dry erase board, which I think is supposed to be inspired by like Song of Achilles or something. If my life is going to mean anything, I have to live it myself. And it comes with a dry erase marker. Okay, and then the last thing before the book, this. The piece of winter stars seemed permanent. So we have this mug. Okay, then we have the booklet and the next month hint card. And the book, which is Skin of the Sea by Natasha Bowen, another POC author. This one does have sprayed edges, they're gold, and it looks pretty. Again, we have our author's note, the book itself with the sprayed edges. It does have fancy end paper and an illustration on the other side of the dust jacket. This is what the naked hardcover looks like. So this one says, a way to survive, a way to serve, a way to save. Simi prayed to the gods once. Now she serves them as Mimi Wada, a mermaid collecting the souls of those who die at seas and blessing their journeys back home. But when a living boy is thrown overboard, Simi does the unthinkable. She saves his life, going against an ancient decree, and punishment awaits those who dare to defy it. To protect the other Mimiwata, Simi must journey to the supreme creator to make amends. But all is not as it seems. There's the boy she rescued, who knows more than he should, and something is shadowing Simi. something that would rather see her fail. Danger lurks at every turn, and as Simi draws closer, she must brave vengeful gods, treacherous lands, and legendary creatures, because if she doesn't, then she risks not just the fate of all Mimiwata, but also the world as she knows it. Nice! So here are all my new POC books and then my new books by white authors. I'm a huge fan of V.E. Schwab. She's one of my favorite authors, so I'm so glad to add to the collection, and I think overall this was an awesome haul. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to thumbs up. Let me know if you want to see more stuff like this in the future, and I will catch you in the next one. Until then,